I had a very, very hard time in my life because I was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, a half year before. And I was just going through a very hard treatment, the chemotherapy. My name is Shukra Rupadasi, and I'm here to share with you a really amazing story with Paramahamsa Vishwananda. It happened to me 2014, and it's linked to my sister, Anishwari. Jai Gurudev, my name is Anishwari Dasi, and I know Paramahamsa Vishwananda since now 10 years, since 2013. And yes, since then, a lot of miracles happened. And I also would like to share today this amazing miracle. It was a very interesting day because on that day I again had to go to the treatment. It takes about 3-4 hours. It's a very long therapy. Then you sit there on a very nice chair, and I don't know what moved me to accompany her to that chemotherapy, but I was very insisting. I was really thinking I have to be there. I have to accompany her. Doesn't matter. Even I had little kids. I have the job, and it was in the morning during the week. So I come with you. I want to be there. I don't know why. I didn't have any logical reasons. And I was very surprised. So why you want to come with me? Why you want to spend time there? It's not necessary. But she was very insisting, no, I'm gonna come with you, I'm gonna come with you. I said, okay, then if you like to be there with me 4 hours, go for it, let's go. So we arrived in the hospital, and like usually you get the seat, and I got a nice seat, and my sister went out for 5 minutes, and they started to give me a kind of pre-medicine. They give it through a port. So we went there, and how she already said, she got her pre-medication, and I knew, okay, it will take now a few hours. Let's go and get some coffee. And suddenly I felt very strange. And even in front of me, there was a lady sitting also on a chair. I was not able to call for help. And because it was very strange, it felt like going on an elevator up and down, up and down. And suddenly, like someone, like a hoover, take you, whoop, and pushes you out. And I felt like someone kicked me out of my body. It's like, bam. And here I was, standing in front of my body. I saw everything. I saw my body laying there on the chair. And I saw the room, but I wasn't attached to it at all. And it was like I was there, but I was not there. I saw everything like through a waterfall. And I felt no connection. I was somehow disgusted about this body. It feels so, wow, so ugly. It's not mine. And I was feeling on the other side so free and so happily and so joyful. And the most beautiful moment was that I felt no pain. I felt no heaviness. Everything was so light. Everything was so nice. And I felt just amazing. And I was only observing something going on there, but it didn't bother me at all. And this was very interesting. Yeah. Meanwhile, my sister came back. Yeah, I went out, I got the coffee, coming back like 5-10 minutes later. And I went in the chemo room, and it's an ambulant in the hospital. I just saw all this disaster that everybody's running, all the doctors, and her responsible doctor is completely in panic. And I grabbed her, what's going on? Yeah, tell me, what is going on? And she just showed to me, look. And she was lying there, completely out of consciousness. Everything was out of her, completely. Yeah, I was completely in shock, but I saw they were panicking because they had logistical problems to get her in the intensive room. I had just could hear in that moment, get out my chewing gum. It was a voice in my head, get out my chewing gum. And I was looking, okay, she's lying, and this part was like completely, it was completely, there was no life, there was nothing in that body. The pre-story, let me tell the pre-story, so how it was. So I went out, I felt so nice, I was enjoying this moment to be there, feeling like, like happy, and I felt like very beautiful. I felt like the best version of myself. And suddenly a voice appeared to me like, there's a chewing gum. You have to get it out. And in this space where I was, there is no idea like room, space, body, thinking, doing. It was immediately like the thought arrived, and I immediately went through the waterfall back into my sister, and I went somehow into her and told her, get out the chewing gum. It was like an order. I have to tell her. I went into her, get out the chewing gum, and then I went back. It's like my soul jumped into her to tell it to her, because I had a very bad habit. I always had chewing gums. And that was very funny, because after it my sister told me, you were speaking to me, very scary. I said, I know, it was so easily to get it to you. But for me it was like I get in and I get off, and in that moment it happened. She received the information.
I just heard, get off the chewing gum. And my situation, get out the chewing gum. My situation was that all the doctors are running and trying to organize themselves to get her on a bed, to bring her to the intensive station, but she's completely out of life. And I, with my coffee, my not really hygienic fingers, I don't know how I knew that. I just got on her, pressed her this part of the mouth down, went in with my fingers in the mouth, and I was looking for the chewing gum while she was laying. Suddenly, one of the doctors, what are you doing? I need to get it. And I just got the chewing gum here, and he was like,
how you know it?
How you know it?
They were shocked, yeah.
Don't ask. I just it was there. I knew it. I didn't even want to explain it, but I heard her voice, get out the chewing gum. And then we got her on the bed, we start to run, and I was all the time, we were running, and I was holding her, and I don't know from where this knowledge came, but I was beating her up.
Meanwhile,
and screaming, yeah, like you don't have come back.
Meanwhile, I got back, and I didn't want to come back, because it felt so great, this feeling where I was, this dimension where I was. It was amazing, just this feeling of love and happiness. And suddenly, I felt like I saw everything from the right side, like through a waterfall, but I have that feeling that this is not real. The real is there where I am now. The reality, what I saw, it's not me, it's not mine, it has nothing to do. And to be honest, I really love my sister in this life, but there I had no feeling towards her, not at all. I didn't feel any love or any worry that, oh, I left my body, oh, I died, oh, I'm poor me. No, not at all. I felt so happy and so great, and it was like a water around me, and suddenly I saw Paramahamsa Vishwananda. At the time I wasn't a devotee. I just met Paramahamsa Vishwananda 6 months before, and I was just coming for darshan, and it felt good. I can see him very, very clear, very beautiful, with his hair far away from me, but not so far. And he was dancing, and there were other people around, and they were like dancing like crazy. It was like such a party going on there. And I was like, I want to go there. I want to go there. It's like, I want to be there. No. It was like, feeling like you're 14 years teenager, and you are in love, and your beloved is there. He's waiting, and your parents are not, allow you to go there like this. It was like, no, I have to go there. It was amazing, amazing love what I felt, just amazing longing to be there. But it was so interesting. I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything, I could only observe, but I didn't feel bad that I couldn't move there. But it was like, wow, how'd you get there? Oh my goodness. And it was so clear, you know, his black curly hairs, the face, and it was for me, oh wow, interesting, you know, you are here and you are so beautiful. And I felt that love connection. It was amazing, you know. And suddenly I heard like a screaming from the right side, and it was like a feeling like something is pulling me back. And it was like, "Oh, I want to go to this place." No, it was like, and you know, my soul was like pulling towards the other reality, and I didn't want. And then suddenly I turned around with my whole being. I just saw my sister screaming, and her scream was like, you know, like getting me, like something like pulling me back. And I turned towards her and was like, "It's okay, I'm coming." And I was so angry, and suddenly I woke up on the intensive station. I was like, oh my God, here again. And it was like, and I was so shocked. And I wanted to move, but I couldn't. My body pulls me down. I wanted to move my feet, my legs. I couldn't. It was very strange. But from this moment, I knew that I won't die out of cancer, that this illness has been given to me like an invitation card to go on the spiritual way, to go on the spiritual life, to improve spiritual, because I realized, okay, what do I need? What do I need to succeed? What's the life? What's the life about? It's not about all this what we see. And to that time, I really had no knowledge at all about anything in spiritual life. Just a little bit interest there, yeah, but not at all. And it was such a deep experience that you really like it transformed me completely, you know, because now I really know there's no death. You don't need to be afraid of death at all, because it's so beautiful what's waiting there, and it's so beautiful. You know, we just need to use the life for the right things, yeah, and to reach the goal, so we can move there where we have to move. And for me, it was amazing. After this, my spiritual journey really starts. You know, like I became devotee. I started to do Atma Kriya Yoga. I got initiated and all that stuff, and it was very amazing. And always, if I think about this time, it makes me laugh, and I have a joy in my heart, because it's like such a, I say, such a tananda, such a bliss, such a love what I feel inside if I think and remember this moment and to see it. And I realize really that it sounds maybe strange, but all the Holy Scripture speaking about detachment, and that our relationship to all our family members, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, they are not really, it's a kind of duty, but it's not a real love. I experience what is real love. This is not real love. Even I love my sister so much in this concept of my body, to be her twin sister, and also, but outside this body, you don't feel this attachment. And if you don't feel the attachment, you don't feel this bond. If there's no bond, so then you really can differentiate what is real love. You feel like there's only one love, real love. This is between Atma and Para-Atma. And this I really experience and realistic, not theoretically, practical. And this is a biggest grace, the biggest present that I ever got. And I'm so grateful for that, because for me it's real. And to have this experience, this is amazing. And there's no death, you know. There's only the death of the body, not of our soul. And for this, I'm so grateful.
For me, it's clear that every moment of our life is somehow planned. The only thing what we can do is our choice to go, to take this offer from God, and to come closer to Him or not. Since I met Paramahamsa Vishwananda, this is one of a lot of miracles which I have been witness of. This is 1 year later. It was another miracle when she was operated also. At that moment, I still was not a devotee. I still was like a spiritual tourist, coming and going to darshan, enjoying. And what happened there, it was also absolutely amazing, absolutely great. I'm so grateful. He's completely taken care, completely. It is the absolute proof that God does exist, and that we are not that body, that we are beyond that body, and this beyond what she was telling, it's so much more what we can even imagine.
This crazy love, I mean, where everything becomes like wow, yeah, just you only see your beloved. I'm talking about this crazy love, and this love, this is actually the original love relationship what we have with God, what we feel. And I think that the most people, that's why they are so attached to it and running all their life behind this, because once they got a little glimpse of it, they never forget, because it's so touching. It touched you and transformed the whole life. But the people misunderstand it. They think it's about this person or about this man or woman or children. They get it too personalized on one person. No, it has nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's how I see it now.